chase the money.
You want to go chase a bag instead of chase the game. Chase the game. The game got the bag. Don't chase the bag. The bag ain't got the game. Chase the game.
All right. Okay. Yo. Welcome back to another episode of CTG Chase the Game. Let's make sure we have no echo or anything. CTG.
Bang that link.
No, Chase the Game, not CTG. If you guys go ahead and like and subscribe. But we got a lot to talk about, so I'll get straight into it. I got keys in my hand because I've been all over the place. But shout out Dubby. I don't got the Dubby with me right now.
Out.
Shout out Dubby. Chase the Game, all caps.
No spaces.
Bang that link.
Hey, bang that link. No spaces. Yeah, exactly. All right, so we got the sun setting in the background. You can see the city right here. Oh, look at that. It's so little right there. All right,
You see,
so
yeah, it's a CEO view right there, brother.
shit. All right, well, we got a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. Obviously, we got Nigel Somerville, Lehigh legend, the legend of Lehigh, QB1 Lehigh legend. Just gotta have to say legend at Lehigh.
Yes, sir.
To
Yes,
all
sir.
those Lehigh alum, obviously, you know the name. And then we got Danny C, number one Giants fan.
Yes, sir.
Number one dog for the Giants.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
dog, the true 12th man for the Giants. We got a lot to cover about the Giants because they had a crazy free agency. Obviously, we talked about that, but then obviously we'll get into the draft. But before we get into that, my main man, AM, Live to Amuse, the betting man himself up top. He's got the connections. Rumor has it, one of his boys got the inside scoop at a company unknown right now. But
Just confirmed.
Aye.
Just confirmed that he can still use other apps. That's huge.
talking about betting apps, and because we love to sports bet, baby. We love to do it. All right, so we'll get right into it. I got Danny C with the updates. So give me the updates, Danny C. What are we going to talk about today?
Yes, we got a lot to cover, CTG. So we're starting off. We got the NCAA's expanding the men's and women's basketball tournaments to 76 teams. Very interesting. We have big story out of Texas Tech.
Crazy.
Their quarterback, Brandon Sorsby, is under NCAA investigation. For the time being, he's taking an indefinite leave to treat his gambling addiction. We're going to recap the 2026 NFL draft. We're going to recap, or not recap, they're going on. So we're going to talk about the NBA playoffs. We're going to talk about the NHL playoffs. We're going to talk about some upcoming golf tournaments. We have the Cadillac Championship, April 30th to May 3rd. And we have the Truist Championship, local, May 7th to the 10th. And then we have the Kentucky Derby coming up May 2nd. We got a lot to talk about, CTG. I'm going to kick it back to you.
Yeah, it's crazy, honestly, because this weekend it's like a lot of sports bet going on, betting in general, gambling for obviously the Kentucky Derby with that. I mean, one of the top events to bet on. As you know, as far as I don't know. I mean, as long as I can remember, as long as I can remember, like hundreds of years over here, horse racing and people betting stuff for horse races before even sports were even invented. So obviously that's a huge one. I wanted to shout out before we get into the NCAA, because obviously betting and everything. I just got news that I'm going down to Miami. It was like May 15th. For like another little bachelor party trip deal with my dad and my brother, just them, and then my dad's like childhood best friend. Just a little short trip. Turns out my dad got a tee time at the Blue Monster, where they're having the Cadillac tournament this weekend.
Oh, that's sick.
The Blue Monster is a Trump National course and is known for the 18th hole. That's 472 yards on the 18th hole, and the whole left side, I'm pretty sure, is all water.
Long boy. That's gonna be sick.
That's where they're playing. Obviously this weekend. So if you guys want to know where I'm going to play golf, watch the golf tournament this weekend. So Okay,
Tough season.
NCAA expanding to men's to 76 teams. What are you guys' thoughts? I honestly thought before it was perfect at where it was at 64, right? It was 64 originally, and I thought that was a perfect number. But now they go ahead and throw in the 76 teams. I mean, I want to hear you guys' thoughts on that.
I don't hate it, but I also, with NIL and the way that brackets works, and like you saw, like what was it? Nebraska was 25-0 at one point, and they were at times thought that they weren't even going to make the tournament. So I think it gives more teams an opportunity, and it just gives us more things to like bet on. But it's also just going to make brackets even harder to predict now. Me personally, I think it would help a team like Lehigh, who had to play playing in for a 16 seed. I would love to see Lehigh actually make the tournament and play like a number one seed instead of having to play first pair of A&M just to compete for a 16 seed. So I think if you expand it and look at it like that, from that point of view, I think it is good. But it's a lot of teams, a lot of basketball. I mean, it can't hurt. But I am curious to see what y'all say.
I mean, I don't know. There was no upsets in these past tournaments, so it's like adding an extra team. I mean, maybe it does make it a little bit more competitive for the lower seeds, but I don't know. I thought it was at a perfect number. I mean, obviously, I said that. I gave my opinion. I'm curious to hear from Danny C and Live to Amuse. What are you guys thinking?
I think I don't think it changes the outcome. Like the best teams are still going to win, but I think it'll make it more fun for like the smaller programs to at least, and maybe we see a Cinderella. So one of these one of the extra teams comes in and actually goes far. So I don't know. I don't think it actually changes the outcome. The best teams are still the best teams with the most money. What
Yeah.
about you, Alan? Two L's and an A.
2 L's and an A, man.
2 L's and A.
Honestly, I just I really agree with that for the most part, man. Yeah. I mean, we'll be seeing. I'm a man of short words on this one.
For you as a better Alan, is this better for you? More teams to bet on, a little bit more risky in terms of just more numbers, more kind of variable.
Yeah, it's more options, man. And that's the thing about it, bro. It's like when there's so many options on so many things, dude, that's what makes doing everything so tough. Because like I'm sure whenever you guys have a lot of things in front of you, right, all at one time, you get that, what is it, analysis paralysis, right? And the more things that get added, the more that analysis paralysis is going to happen, dude. And it's going to be tough. It's tough to really figure out, what should I do? What should I not? And then you'll see so many things, and you would then want to put it all together. And then all you need is one idiot to mess it up.
I'm looking at it like this.
Right downhill again.
Lehigh's best player last year, like Nasir Whitlock. Like we played one playing game against Prairie for a 16 seed. He's at Georgia Tech now, so I can just imagine all the amount of kids we're gonna get more just face and just more eyes on playing in this tournament. We're just gonna see more kids transfer now because more coaches are gonna have more eyes on these kids. So I think the portal just gonna get even more with more teams now. So I think that's gonna be a side effect of it too.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously we got a while before that next tournament, so we will see. We will see it out. All right, moving on to Texas Tech quarterback transfer, Brandon Sorsby.
Sorsby.
Yep. Sorsby. Wow, butchered that name. A white boy's name too. That's crazy. All right, well, so anyways, so that is very interesting because, like, obviously, when it comes down to betting, because I saw Pete Thamel on Pat McAfee's show talking about, obviously he's the inside analyst for the college football, and talking about the rules and stuff on betting on your own team and stuff like that. Well, when they looked at the details and stuff, because I don't know how they got all this information, because it's 2026. So honestly, at the end of the day, all this information is out there. There was a incident back in the day with Iowa State or Iowa. I think it was Iowa. And this guy, I forgot what player it was, had his mom he downloaded the sports betting app on his mom's phone, and then they started placing bets on his mom's phone. He was placing bets and winning money and stuff. Apparently, he ended up getting caught. A whole scandal with that. Look it up. I can't remember the guy's name. But then with this, it's like sucks because like this dude was just like a top transfer quarterback, and he was probably going to make a lot of money in NIL deals and stuff. But apparently, he had legit addiction. But there was like over 1,000 bets, and they weren't even like fat bets. They were bets like I would make.
Yeah,
Like
normal kids are
dollar,
too.
freaking $2 bets, baseball bets and stuff like that. So, I mean, like what Pete Thamel said, he's like, I mean, nowadays it's like you're just eventually going to get caught, so it's just not even worth it. And a lot of people say that, like, oh, how could they do it? And it's like, I mean, people get greedy, they just want more money. And I mean, as a sports fan, or as a ex-athlete sports fan now, watch from the sidelines. Yeah, sidelines, fuck that. I watch from the stands. Excuse my language. Watch from the freaking stands or on TV. I don't even, but like I enjoy sports betting. It's fun to watch and stuff. But at the end of the day, if you're betting on your own team and you're playing, it's like that's a big no-no. You know what I'm saying? In my book, honestly, and obviously in the rules. What you got grinning over there? Live to amuse? Because I mean, look.
No,
With all the NBA playoffs and throwing games and stuff.
Nah, dude, I agree with you.
Because of guys like you, Alan. Because of guys like you.
Like me. What the?
Making all this money.
Degenerates?
People want to make all this money, man.
Degenerates?
People want to make all this money, man. People want to make money. It's
100%.
crazy.
I agree 1,000%. Yeah. That's why it's getting so bad. And like a lot of it too, honestly, has to do with like, I honestly think so. Dude, I don't know. Should I go down this hole here? Oh, fuck.
Boy. Is he gonna ramble a
Bro,
little
like,
bit? Well, what?
Nah,
what do
dude,
you mean?
it's just I feel like I've gotten a side to it, right? So like, and it just makes you think, right? I don't know what's actually true, but like, just like anyone else, whether you play in the league or not, you're gonna place money down, you're gonna place bets, you're gonna do everything, but they can't use like apps, right? Like they can't use, certain things or can't go to it, whatever. So they got to use handlers, bro, and like, I don't know, just the way they got to do things. And sometimes these athletes, they get down on money. And when you get down on money and you can't pay up, the person that they owe money to will then come to them and say, hey, I know a best way you can pay me back. If you don't, perform like this night, you don't got to owe me this night. You don't got to owe me. It's like stuff like that happens, I feel like, throughout the league more times than not. And I feel like that's where it comes into play. Like how you're saying $1 bets and all that. Like it doesn't seem like a lot, but like people do things when they owe people money, man. And I feel like that may have a big part to do with it. And then,
I mean, he's going to rehab for betting.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was like a legit thing. Like I thought you just call like a 1-800
like
number and then like talk it over or something.
Yeah, it's an addiction.
Yeah, like,
It's just PR.
Put the news
That's
out
just
there.
PR, bro. It's not.
He's going on vacation for a week.
Yeah, bro. Like, dude, he's not going nowhere.
And it's not hard to just not gamble. Like, just don't do it.
I feel like a lot of people are in it. Like a lot of those people are in it as well, I feel like. And so, it's just a slap on the wrist. They got caught. They gonna just move forward, but he ain't going over yet.
I don't know. I mean, like, go ahead, Nigel.
Yeah, I think it's a bigger problem than just with like money and just fast money, quick money. Like, you would find it crazy to even think that a kid, a Division I quarterback on a full scholarship has to not only gamble, but gamble on his own team, whether it's win or lose. Like it's just kind of just how dumb can you be in a sense? Like why would you even like the risk? And I think it just takes one person. Like I think things like this. I heard I heard Cincinnati was aware of this when he transferred from Indiana. So I think it goes back to this the culmination that we have when somebody gets mad at somebody. They're like, hey, Brandon Sorsby didn't go to LSU, or soon Cincinnati's like, hey, Brandon Sorsby has a gambling addiction. And they're like, oh, snap. Where did you tell you? Like, yeah, now we told. Now what you gonna do? So I think it might be one of those cases where, like, I mean, if they already knew, like, it's coming out now, I'm sure we should try to get ahead of it. But it's kind of a crazy thing. I don't think the rehab's gonna do him any different. Either delete the apps or ban it from his phone. I think it's kind of simple and stuff like that. I don't think the kid's going out and running up to random people and placing bets on the street like that. I would call that an addiction. I would just call this a mistake. It's dumb, kind of just stupid. I don't know. I think he. Let me raise this to the panel. Do you think he has to be suspended for this football season and enter the supplemental draft, or do you think he'll let him play? Mind you, now with the caveat of him being paid $6 million damn near by Texas A&M, what do y'all think happened?
Well, I think he should get a fine, and then he should get suspended for a few games. I don't think a whole season because that's tough because in college you only get so many eligibility years. I know they extended. Apparently, you get 5. They're talking about now 5 years instead of 4. I don't know if that's whole true. I wouldn't quote me on that, but I think like at the end of the day, I think like that should be like obviously dealt with a fine, obviously, right? And then I mean I don't know. I think if he, depending on how much betting he did on his team, I think should be a measurement on how severe the punishment is. But I mean, like, I just think that would be like the basic punishment. Fine him, suspend him a couple games at the beginning of the season, let him play, and then obviously he does his like little rehab deal and moves on.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it would be hard to kick him off for a whole season. What do y'all say, Dan?
Yeah, I don't agree. What?
I don't think he'll get suspended the whole season, bro. It's tough because like I don't give a shit, or I don't care that he bets on baseball or any other thing. But if he's bet on his own team, bro, that's
Yeah,
just
there's
so
stuff.
stupid.
Yeah, it makes
Like,
sense.
Yeah,
It's annoying.
what are you doing? You're getting paid, bro. Like, why are you bet? And like Chase said,
Easy,
there's
bro.
small bets. Why do you need this money? Like,
exactly,
I don't know,
dude. It's crazy.
What do you think, A
But
Views?
Yeah, I think it's like they owe people, bro. I
I
you
don't
think
think
they like
it's.
sharks or some shit?
I don't think it's like
Hey,
that.
loan sharks
Yeah, you
coming
think it's
after
like
their
that?
head, and they're throwing
know.
games. This dude did.
You
It was like
never know.
$1.50, $2 for like. There was a couple.
Yeah, I think it's just dumb stuff.
Baseball bets. There was like they were talking about like thousands of bets, but it was like that's how much money he's putting down. But if he's freaking, trying to get money back, what happened to all those fat bets if he's loaned money? I don't know. I think loan sharks seems like a movie, Doesn't seem like realistic almost.
Been seeing some crazy.
No, that's just me though. That's just me.
Seems like a movie these days.
That's
why I feel like
you ain't wrong
typically
there.
surprises
You ain't
me
wrong
these days. You know what I mean?
You ain't wrong.
Like real life is, we literally day to day watching a movie. So
fair enough.
Anything can happen these days, man. Like I'm never surprised anymore. I'll just say that.
Well, speaking of anything can happen, we'll move on to the NFL draft and we'll do a little quick recap. I know I wanted to shine some light on the Panthers killing the draft, and then the Giants obviously did a great job in the draft. I mean, they had a great free agency as well. They got stacked team. Panthers got a stacked
team. We want to go there now.
So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens with this next coming season. Obviously, I was looking into the Panthers, like wide receivers and, well, not wide receivers, just the actual team. And obviously, I saw they were doing some report about like T-Mac saying how he gained 10 pounds of muscle in the offseason, got his power back and stuff. And he was apparently he was the same weight his rookie year as the same weight as his college freshman year.
Can I say something?
So his rookie and freshman year, he was the same weight. But now he's 215. So I'm excited for that. What were you saying, bro?
No, my bad. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, and then I also want to talk about this is a little – I know I speak highly of the Panthers and always positive because I'm a big fan. But I'm a little confused on this decision. We signed Will Grier, right? And Kenny Pickett. But then we picked up what's his name in the draft? quarterback.
We signed him to. You always got to bring in an undrafted like quarterback.
He was
somewhere, some-
undrafted, but it's like
yeah.
we're gonna have. I guess we have 4 quarterbacks now. I guess he was signing for a little.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
sure
this is
one will probably get
quarterback.
released. One will probably get
Yeah.
released. Kenny Pickett might end up getting
Preseason.
traded halfway through. Kenny Pickett is pretty good trade value. I think halfway through the season, you get like a 4th round pick for him, 5th round pick for him. I mean,
Super Bowl champ, man.
yeah, I mean, yeah, you can say that. But I mean, I think I don't think it has anything to do, CEO, with like what their kind of scope on. Like we just picked up Bryce's 5th-year option earlier today, so that's big time. Congrats to him. I think he deserves it. I just think that we need to have. You always want to have a good backup. I think Will Grier's been consistently the Charlotte guy. I think we'll probably end up losing Kenny Pickett, and it's never bad to sign an undrafted free agent, especially a kid like Georgia Tech, and especially when apparently we're looking for mobile guys at quarterback. I mean, I don't want to go too on a tangent here, but we're getting frisbee catching dogs. You got a 6'4" receiver from from Arizona and Tech. Bryles was second from Tennessee. Like they're getting some. He's 6'4" as well. Like we're getting Bryce some weapons, and I like how we're dealing them wide catch radius targets to kind of just force him to stretch the ball down the field and kind of open up this offense a little bit. I'm excited about it.
And we got some big guys protecting him.
Yeah.
More feeling and
Monroe feeling. I think Lee.
Monroe. Why did I say more? Monroe.
See, have y'all seen Lee Hunter's film? The 2nd round pick out of Texas Tech.
Dude, I did. I was actually when I was going in to talk about him. It's funny you say that because I actually was thinking about. But since he played more inside, I wanted someone a little bit outside when I was going to talk about like someone that like is not a no name, but like not talked about as much. David Bailey ended up going friggin' 2nd pick of the draft. Oh no. Right? Yeah, to the Jets. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it went number 2. So it's like, he was like ended up getting talked about a lot. So he wasn't like really much of a no name. Obviously, Nigel is really the only person that came through with no name guys that we'll talk about them. Those guys, I'm excited to watch them play this year. But and then obviously Dan dude came through. We were the Spencer Fano dude went to the Cleveland Browns, which is pretty sick. And then Trey Smack went to Green Bay, that kicker. I'm excited to see him play. But who else? Let's see. We I talked a little bit about. I mean, Keon Sadiq went to the Jets. Jets freaking got.
Yeah, the Jets killed it. The Jets. Killed it.
Just
what
really
do you say? They probably they won the draft out of all the teams. I'd say Jets won the draft. You think?
Them and
I think so.
The dang Cowboys. I'm so mad they got Caleb Downs.
I mean, Caleb Downs, but here's what's gonna happen. Caleb Downs is gonna
he's sick.
Light it up. He's gonna light it up, and then
2 times a year, dude. 2 times a year, dude.
Hey, but the Giants, they got some dogs, man.
Yeah, you got a hell of a draft too.
We have a good front 7. Like we have a good, or not front 7. We have a good front 4. Like we have I don't know.
Well, now with Arvell Reese, I think with Arvell Reese now, y'all will, I think, officially have a good.
And Arvell's I don't know. Did it make sense? Sure. I don't know. I'm not the GM, but like he can play on the ball, he can play off the ball. I like him better on the ball. I like him better as an edge rusher, but he can play linebacker too. Like he's versatile. It's exciting. We're gonna have a fresh rotation of guys, and then we had Francis Mauigoa, big dude, protecting Jackson Dart. So like we did good, but I don't know. I would have liked to see Caleb Downs. Well, I want to ask the questions to the group though. That's my guy, the one that got away. What's the one guy that you didn't draft that you really wanted?
I would say
y'all did not want Freeland, bro. Y'all did not want that man, bro.
Why did we not want Freeland?
Y'all wanted say that? Because you know who you wanted instead.
I know who I wanted.
You know who it is. Stop it. Stop. Here you go, dude. Thanks, bro. Go ahead and tell him, Nigel. You already know, dude.
I mean, I know who I want. I'm curious to think if we're talking about the same person.
You the same person, bro.
Who did you want, Nigel?
Uh, Malachi Lemon, man. I wanted that Malachi Lemon boy. He was there. He was there at
Bad, dude.
19. He went to
Bad.
20 the next year.
Chase
This
too.
dude,
Chase too,
Malachi,
bro.
yeah, Malachi, yeah.
Lemon?
Malachi
I
Lemon.
would have liked my.
So that's what I was gonna. My question
Malachi,
was.
sorry, yeah, Malachi, sorry.
I want to
Malachi.
talk about that.
Well,
Wait, who was it,
I'm gonna
Chase?
be.
Was I
I'm gonna
wrong?
be. I'm no. Yes, I'm gonna say you were wrong because truly, I think we could have still got him and this guy. So I guess that you're not all the way wrong. I just wanted to say you're wrong, but you're not all the way wrong. You're partially right because we
I
could have
feel
gotten
like
him and Jacob.
I thought it was Lemon
Rodriguez.
that you wanted.
I really
thought you
wanted
went with
Jacob
Nigel,
Rodriguez.
So I was wrong.
I really thought we were gonna pick up Jacob Rodriguez. I think he's gonna ball out for the Dolphins.
Okay, talk about
That's
that.
who I
bro.
really.
Why? Why is that?
I mean, I think he's freaking Texas dude, hard nosed linebacker. I mean, he freaking lit it up for Texas Tech. I mean, how many tackles he have?
When do you get picked up?
I don't know.
Did he get
It
picked
was
up?
just, yeah, he got picked up by the Dolphins. What round did he get picked up in? I'm not sure what round he got picked
I can check right now. But yeah, I think he's gonna go. I don't think he's a first round talent.
No,
Like
he
you
was
saw
second
how
round.
you saw how good that Texas Tech defense. That Texas Tech defense was incredible. They had like
Yeah.
3 dudes going for it. It's crazy.
Well,
The
that's
defense
why I
is
was
crazy.
like, we could have picked him up in the second round, maybe, possibly, and or even like try to. I don't know. I don't know what the conversations they are having over there. Maybe if they even try to attempt to get him or something like that. But I just think he on that defense, being able to stand out on that defense, I think is impressive in itself. So I think he's going to have a great career. That's someone that I would have liked, but yeah, mainly I would have liked Lemon. I mean that's I thought he was going to go maybe to the Steelers. I don't know. Yeah. So, but obviously Jordan and Tyson with New Orleans Saints, and then Jake
He let me down.
Golday, Minnesota Vikings. So I'm curious to see how these guys end up. And then Jalen Daniels to Tampa Bay Buccaneers in our division. So we're gonna see well, obviously Baker Mayfield.
We won't
is
see
the
him.
main
We
guy,
won't
right?
see him. We won't see him.
But
All
well,
right.
think about it, dude. I'm thinking late week 8. Okay, week 8. Baker's banged up. Okay, putting his body on the line, season after season. He's down, bro. He's elite. I mean, it's getting to the point where it's at least 2 to 3 weeks he's out every year, injured with something.
Yeah.
At least. I think he gets a little action here. I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens. And then Luke Altmaier, is that how you're saying his name?
Luke Altmaier.
Altmaier.
You're close.
Detroit Lions, man. Me and names, bro. I think it's just me reading is the problem.
I think it's just me reading.
Justin Jolie, my dog from NC State, going to Denver Broncos. I think that was a good pickup for the Denver Broncos. I think they're going to utilize him. Well, I think plays with a little bit of chip on his shoulders, because I think with the whole Keon Sadiq talk, it kind of gets shadowed, I think, in the media. But I think it's gonna happen where he's gonna go lights out. So, I mean, is there anybody else you guys wanted to talk about in the draft that you kind of? Oh, I do actually have another person that just reminded me. I was looking at this today. So, third time since 1990, draft running back teammates were selected in the same first round, and it's the Notre Dame running backs. Jeremiah Love to the Cardinals, 3rd pick, and then Jadarian Price.
For the Seahawks, baby.
Adam AJ White Snipes, who's not here, talked about he went to the Seattle Seahawks. Okay. Danny C came up to me and asked me a question, and I said, this is a great point. Why trade away Kenneth Walker to pick up? I mean, look, nothing against freaking Price, bro. He's a dog, okay? He's a dog, but Kenneth Walker's already proved himself. So, like,
I'm gonna be real with you.
he's the MVP.
Let me tell you what it is.
I want to hear it, Nigel.
Is it
What
money?
are we looking at?
Yeah,
Is it
it's
money?
money. You obviously
Money.
they really don't have to pay this. I mean, so let's look at it. like this, right? If you're set and you know that and you know talent, so you see a running back that you like, we're like, hey, if we can get this guy without having to pay Kenneth Walker 50, $60 million, we can still keep this roster good without having to pay a running back $60 million. We can get a knee to the shin or put some ankle on a cut. There's so many things that a running back has to do every single game. When you draft a guy in the first round, like you won't have to pay him real money till about year 4 when you extend him and sign him. So now you just extend that window and maybe pay Sam Darnold in 2 years some more money, or pay Jackson Smith, pay Jackson and Jacob. But you can get other guys out there. I think it's just about money. I mean, if you like a talent, running back's a crazy thing. I think it is obviously undervalued, but if you see a guy that you like, you might just take the risk. Like, hey, you'd rather not pay a guy in 4 years and trust Sam Darnold to take some more on. Go ahead, Dan.
I just think there's no job security as a running back. He's the best in the league. You got MVP of the Super Bowl and you don't even have your job anymore. Like, obviously you went to another team, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I don't understand that. You make a great point, and that's what it is. It's the money. You don't want to pay him all that, and I have nothing against Jeremiah Love. He's going to be great. Like, he's gonna. So
$50 million, bro. 50 million, crazy, crazy,
So
crazy.
Jadarian Price apparently is a similar
or
Kenneth
Jadarian Price.
Walker.
That's what I meant. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Jeremiah Love went to the Cardinals, but Jadarian Price, he's similar, was what I hear. Some scouts have reported that he's a similar Kenneth Walker. I don't know if they're just saying that because the Seattle Seahawks picked him up and they just want to stir ish up. But I mean, obviously it is like that is plain and simple as money. I mean, entertainment at the end of the day. But yeah, we'll move on to the. I mean, I don't know if you guys, anybody else has anything else wanted to kind of
I just had a
chirp on.
question. Just
Go
just
ahead. What's
like
the question?
I just want to ask y'all like y'all's viewpoint on like from the draft, from what you guys seen, like first glance, does it make well, I guess you guys probably answered this earlier, but does anything that happened in the draft make a team that you don't expect or that wasn't good this season actually better for next season?
Heck yes,
I think
heck
I think you
yes,
guys mentioned the Jets though, but
heck
I was
yes.
just curious if there's any more or like anything or even the sleepers that you like some people may not even be thinking of. I'm just curious.
I
I
hate
mean,
to say it,
go ahead.
but I think the Saints got way better on offense. They got Oscar Delp in the 3rd round. They got Jordan Tyson at 8. They get
Tyson,
another
bro.
receiver.
Yeah.
I think they got better on offense. We're gonna have to see him twice a year. And they got Chris Olave still. When
Yep.
I think people think Tyler Shuck is a good quarterback, I don't know. I don't see it yet, but he played pretty good throughout the year. I think he played better towards the end. And also I think to your point, Alan. So the draft is perfect example. Like this, so a guy like John Harbaugh can truly get his hands on a team like the Giants with the draft. Like he
It's gonna
drafted
be interesting, bro. Yeah.
Arvo Reese is 6'4", 241 pounds. That's like Terrell
Dang.
Suggs and Ray Lewis mixed running up damn near 4 feet. Like that doesn't happen. So it's like a guy can get players that he knows. Like John Harbaugh knows how to win
Yep.
12, 11 games a year easy. Like you can kind of just guarantee that with the guy at this point. So it's just like it's you let a guy like that get his hands on the team, get players that he likes, mindsets that he likes. You can kind of and plus it lights fire under some guys' asses too. It's like yo, if I'm in a contract year and they just drafted the receiver, I got a ball. Or I'm gonna not have a job this season and it's gonna be hard to get paid and put stuff on film and get paid for that next year. So it lights some fire under some asses guys too.
Dan's gonna do a
I
future
like it.
bet for Giants Super Bowl.
Not Super Bowl, just to make the playoffs. I'm going to bet on them to
I
make the
like it.
playoffs, not
I
win the
like it
Super
because
Bowl.
they're young, so you got to
I
build
would
some.
take their over on
You know,
wins right now, Dan. It's probably like 5.5. I would hammer it, whatever it is. Like the Pens were at
hammer
6.5.
that.
Like I would take whatever that is right
Hey,
now.
maybe a two-legger. Giants over wins and Panthers over wins. Could be free. Could be
I like it.
free.
I like it. Well, I know popular opinion. I think the Browns did really good in the draft too. I think they're going to be, pretty well rounded as a team. Honestly, I think they're gonna play pretty well this year. That's my opinion.
Who's starting
Another
as
one.
QB?
That's a good question. I think
I know Nigel's
Deshaun
answer.
Watson. So I mean, I don't think Shadur is going to start. I think they're going to battle it.
Shedeur.
I think they're going to battle it, but I don't think he's. I mean, I don't think he is. I don't think he's going to start. But I think I would like to see.
Wasn't there a third QB that he was fighting for?
Gabriel.
Yeah, but he's not. He's not
in
been
the talks.
He's not been seen at the facilities working out whatsoever.
Oh.
He's been on vacation apparently, doing his own thing, posting pics with his girl and stuff.
News.
So yeah. So there's a little
Chase knows
Shedeur has been at the facilities. So yeah. But
he lives
on
there
other news,
like Ocho.
yeah, exactly, dude. Apparently that's the rumor. He's apparently not actually, but he's all there. He's there all the time, and he's also making himself known in the community, going up to schools and stuff, and like getting people to
he's doing it right.
become a fan of him. So yeah, I mean he's getting the community behind him. So I respect it, and that's why I want him to start. But I don't think he's going to for the first little bit. But I think something's gonna happen where he ends up getting his time and he shines a little bit.
You know what you just did, Chase? You just predicted the script right there. That was scripture.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's the reason why I do it.
Watch after week 3, give it about week 4, maybe week 5, he'll be in. Definitely getting in there before week 6. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I like it. Yeah.
Right, Nigel?
Definitely before the second half.
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. You kind of got to give Deshaun Watson the benefit of the doubt just because of the money. I mean, it's just solely because they're paying him half of fucking whatever. But like, so it's one of the things where I do think Shedeur is probably going to end up playing at some point just because
it's going to be week 6.
I think it is inevitable that Deshaun Watson either just doesn't play well or just the media just kind of is at a point where like, all right, let's just put him in the game, and the media just kind of go uproar with him. And plus, Todd Monken has no allegiance. Yeah, Todd Monken has no allegiance to Deshaun Watson or Shedeur Sanders, but if there is an allegiance, it's definitely more towards the guy who wasn't getting caught in massage parlors and whose dad is Deion Sanders. I think it's kind of simple to say he would have more of a favoritism towards. So I think it's going to be at some point, it's going to be Shedeur. I think it's obviously his team. Coaches know it. I think they can only force so much. Deshaun has to ball his ass off. I think he's missed too much football, and I think Shedeur is kind of just amping up to get ready for the season. I think he's going to inevitably play at some point.
Yo,
week 4.
Nigel, what do you do if they come out the season starting, buddy?
That'd be crazy. I mean, I think that means if that happens,
bro.
I hope they fire every single person who had the decision bringing Deshaun Watson to Cleveland, because that is nonsensical. If Deshaun Watson's healthy and he doesn't start the season, you gotta fire everybody who made that decision if they haven't already. Lots of money. That's just dumb.
Yeah,
You're gonna. I can't even talk about it.
Well, let's move on then to the same division. We'll go Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers and the whole rare UFA tender on Rodgers. So apparently the Steelers can receive a comp pick if Rodgers signs with another team, but he would only be able to sign with Steelers once training camp begins. So once training camp begins, he won't be able to sign at any other team. They offered him a raise. I think it was like $5 million. So it's like instead of 10, it's 15 or something like that. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with him. I don't know why he does this every year. I mean, he complains about being in the media, but then it's like he does stuff like this to get people to start talking about it. I'm not saying he does that for intentions, but it's just interesting. So, and nothing, I mean, they were expecting some word of it before the draft. Nothing happened. So apparently Will, what's his name? Ohio State quarterback. Will Howard has been represented as the starting quarterback. Apparently the Yinzers are moving on to Will Howard. So I'm curious to see what happens there. And then before, I don't know if you guys have anything to say about that. I have another question. Will we see a George Pickens trade?
No. No, the George Pickens trade.
No.
And I also think that Aaron Rodgers has no shot. I also think that Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Steeler. I think he won't end up moving anywhere before training camp, so we'll end up having to defer and just go to the Steelers. I think You don't sign a guy like Mike McCarthy with having in your back pocket, knowing that you could always get, the A-Rod back at the end of it. That's not a coincidence by any means whatsoever. There's things that people do, on purpose. I think you don't trade a guy like George Pickens because you get a guy like Caleb Downs to bolster the secondary. Just looking at the Cowboys draft picks, I think it's something where they're on precedence rep. They know that their offensive schemes. I mean, their first 3 picks were defense. Their 4th pick was tackle, defense, receiver. I think this is what good teams draft. I think they hit a home run with Caleb Downs and Malachi Lawrence at a UCF. If Dak stays healthy, they keep CD. They got a good tight end. They got a good run game. And you throw a guy like George Pickens, and then you can't just let that guy walk on the ball up. And they're literally like this close from having a decent defense to win a lot of games. But they're in a better spot to win a Super Bowl than the Buffalo Bills are. I wholeheartedly believe it.
Wow. I don't let any Cowboys fans hear that. Obviously, they're going to be saying that shit every year, man. Oh, it's our year. It's our year. But I'm curious. I mean, I don't know. I'm hearing a lot of chatter. About this whole George Pickens deal and him not getting his money, because at the end of the day, all this stuff is all about is money. But let's transition real quick. I don't know if you guys have anything else to add. No, nothing. All right. Well, let's move on. Transition to NBA playoffs, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about, and I want to get going because we got a whole segment here. So let's go NBA playoffs. So we'll start with the games I really wanted to talk about. The series is Lakers versus the Rockets.
You want to talk about that series?
Dude, well,
it's not over.
The only reason why I want to talk about it is because the fact that LeBron James is 41 years old and he's doing what he's doing. That's all I wanted to talk about. Okay, that is insane. And people are starting to say that championships aside, this is solidifying him as better than MJ because of what he's doing and how dominant he has been at the age he's been for how long. I mean, as long as I've been watching basketball. I mean, I don't even remember when this guy got into the league. I just always remember him being the dominant in the league. And that's, I mean, obviously it's over. So, but AJ White Snipes, Mount Pleasant Hall of Famer, thinks the Lakers are winning the finals. I think
he was smart to put that in. He put that in early and often. That's cashing.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
What are y'all talking about?
If Luka,
you said he was smart to do what?
Dude, we've got some dominant teams this year.
I'll tell you this right now. You put
the
whole mortgage on Lakers winning tonight, you can go buy 3 houses.
Again, this is not financial news. Don't go pick your mortgage.
Tonight, yeah, I can see the series 1,000%, but the finals, brother, the finals, the whole thing.
It is a stretch.
Yeah, no, it's not a stretch. You're tearing your hamstring. Like it's not a stretch. It's a tear.
Here's the thing that happened though. It's the same thing with Cooper Flag. Guess what?
Way different.
Not the same thing. Not the same thing.
Scripture,
nope.
Bro. I don't make the rules.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna have to agree with you on that one. That one's that's basically flip that. Flip it the other way around. It's more of I would say it's closer to me saying Khan winning the Rookie of the Year.
Further than that, Khan was the 4th. I mean, the Lakers are the 4th seed, so
I know. So I'll tell you this. So Chase, with your take with the longevity in it, I agree with that. That actually is a great point because it's true at the end of the day. And with MJ flipped, he switched to sports, all that good stuff. I get all that. That's actually a good take. Now, the other thing is on top of it is the way to get the most and the majority of the thought mindsets behind it to back it fully up. That is a good take for those, but for those other half of those other people aren't going to still buy that. And they need everybody. I'm talking about everybody to have that mindset where LeBron's to go on across all board and everyone agrees with it down to a T. What's the best way to do that? Is get that last fucking 5th ring. Script. It's just part of it.
I don't know.
And then from there,
I just
it's
still think that it's not even
1000%
going to matter
undeniable.
though. Even if it is, but there's still going to be people that don't
That's
believe
what I'm
it
saying.
and deny it.
There's
Honestly,
gonna
it's
be
the
that
same thing with
half
Tom
that
Brady
won't
and Joe
believe it no
Montana.
matter what, which is crazy to even. That's
Yeah, I
man.
mean, I don't
Dude,
think
Brady did it at the age. Let me stop, dude, because that's a
I
whole
don't
nother.
I don't I mean
I'm
I
with
think
y'all.
There's people out there.
I think
It's
yeah,
crazy. That's crazy, Chase. That's crazy, and
I
I
think
get it.
from a LeBron guy's point of view, which I know you are, if you think that they're trying to skew LeBron to win a fifth to compete with Jordan for all time, I think people would. I don't think people would still. I think the conversation would still be the same. I don't think
No,
about it. I mean, I
I
don't.
don't know. I don't think. I'm telling you this, Nigel, because I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm sure you probably know this, but I'm a LeBron hater, and a LeBron hater is telling you
That's a
that
LeBron. My boy.
no, I'm a LeBron hater, dude. I left the Lakers when LeBron went there, and that's why I'm flying with
That's an
the
old hater.
Hornets.
Yeah, he's
Old
all
hater,
the way
bro.
back
Well,
there.
look, bro. For me, dude, I grew up on Kobe. So you guys grew up with Bron. I grew up with Kobe. So how I loved the game of basketball was all Kobe, Kobe, Kobe legacy, mindset, Mamba mindset, all that good stuff. Like I want to next time I face you one on one, I want to kill you. Like that type of real talk, and then also not the only talk, but you perform and back it up too. I love that sport of basketball. That's completely different from the basketball now. But at the same time, we can all reminisce, but we also have to acknowledge what's going on right now. And if you really love the game of basketball, you got to also understand that with anything, shit changes. It grows, it outshines, it does something different to entertain the people of this generation. It's not always about the past generation, right? So, me being a massive Kobe fan and also not a big LeBron fan, I'll say I'm not a big LeBron fan. I give him, dude, here's the thing. I give him so much, like as much respect as possible, down to a T. Family guy,
I thought you said you were a
accolades,
LeBron hater.
stats. No, but bro, like the thing
Respect is
is like
respect. Respect
yeah,
is respect.
exactly. Like, you
Yeah.
can't give a good point if you're always hating on something and don't acknowledge that you could be wrong too. No
Yeah.
one, so it's just like
Swallow the pride.
I can acknowledge greatness and still, just like you can love someone and hate something they did. Like, it's not just because anything like that. It's like that's for me, at least for LeBron. Like I might not like the things he does, and it's not even that I don't like the things he does, bro, because I respect everything he done number wise. The mindset that was in the past for the game of basketball is just shifted of how people look at the game. And it could be other things too, especially with gambling. But when I say this, I'm talking about the mindset in the players of the NBA league now. The mindset of the NBA league players right now is completely different of the mindset than it was back in the day. And my opinion, and it could be fought all day long, but my opinion personally is that I feel LeBron made a big play into that change. And I'm not a big fan of a lot of the people's mindset player wise that has adapted in the game of basketball. And that's where I have my issues with him. But aside from the numbers, dude, it's crazy what he's doing, bro. You're 100%. Dude is 42 years old. It's like thinking of a fucking Brady going 43, 44, however long, and still getting shit done, still getting rings. Because the other conversation that's on top of it is greatest athlete of all time. And I'm sure you guys heard this too, where people said Tom Brady's technically the greatest athlete of all time. Imagine if LeBron can get his fifth ring and do it at the same age Brady was doing it. Who's the greatest athlete of all time? And this guy wants to be king. You can't, you can switch sports. I'm still the best. What kind of narrative to go out of the game of basketball with that? That's just.
Yeah. Well, so Alan's not that much older than all of us. I mean, Kobe, I grew up with Kobe too as well. But LeBron James and Kobe, it was LeBron and Kobe. And but people are talking about MJ still being like the best, whatever. And then like you watch The Last Dance, you got cats dribbling like this, freaking playing basketball.
That's where the evolution of the game comes in.
Yeah. The evolution. Yeah, you're talking about it. And I mean, I don't know. You look at Jordan, his health and his workout routine and fitness regimen. What he does is drinking whiskey, bourbon, and smoking cigars, while LeBron is maybe drinking some wine and stuff, but he's doing all this other stuff Yeah, exactly. And so, and partying and stuff. And LeBron is keeping very healthy. And I think that has a lot to do with the technology too, to keeping yourself healthy and everything. But it's crazy what he's doing. But I don't think the Lakers are making it to the finals. I think they win this series, but
And I
they're not making
respect
it to the
that
finals. I
opinion,
mean, they got
Chase.
the
It
Thunder. Okay,
makes sense.
you got the Spurs. I mean, come
Yeah.
on, we're gonna disrespect the
Even
Spurs and
even the Nuggets.
Victor.
No, even the Nuggets, Chase. Even the Nuggets.
They
if
got to beat the
face
Timberwolves
Nuggets,
first. They got to
then-
beat the Timberwolves first
Oh,
because
dude,
they're
the
choking.
Timberwolves are done. No, the Timberwolves
I mean,
are done,
yeah.
bro. Anthony Edwards just got injured terribly. DiVincenzo just
Whole
tore his-
backcourt.
Yeah,
Whole backcourt.
dude, it's done. If they don't,
I
have
still
Anthony
think they
Edwards,
beat. I
3-2
still,
though.
I
It's
still think they
3-2.
beat. I still think they beat the Nuggets. So.
No,
The
no,
Rudy Gobert
I don't
spikes
know.
again.
too, and they can move on, Chase. But dude, their Timberwolves aren't going anywhere anymore. It's done. It's
When
cooked.
Jokic,
Move on.
when
Okay, but to
Jokic,
to see your point, they're not beating the Thunder. I mean, who the Spurs?
Okay,
If the
that's what I was
Spurs
getting to. That's what I was getting to. So
or the Spurs, like, it don't matter.
there's no getting to
Yeah, I
it. It's
can
just
see
the
the
facts.
difference.
Yeah,
We got
It's
to
just-
it. It's just
the,
what.
the one thing is, I'll say this. They do have to face the Thunder after they win here. So this is, and I'm agreeing with you guys. Like, I don't think they can get past the Thunder. But my thing is, and we've all seen it, even, bro, just think of the last 10 years, even really six years, right? Bro, we've been watching life and things happen that make you just be like, look to your side and you're just like, bro, did that really just happen? How many things has that happened so far? So many times already. What's a little extra LeBron winning the whole thing?
Definitely not that. Definitely not that. That's not happening. But I will say, but we'll move on from that. We'll move on from that.
Have happened. That's all I'll say.
No,
Crazier things have
not
They
not
shouldn't.
in
They
that
should
scenario.
not
Not in
at
this
all.
scenario.
They should not.
Not in this scenario.
Any way, shape, or form. But
They're not going
That's
to.
you're
just never know
saying
until you know,
just.
dude.
I love how you just said. I don't. They're not winning in all shape in any way, shape, or form. You think they're gonna win the finals? And
No,
then
I'm
compare
saying
it to-
no.
No,
I'm saying-
I know,
I'm saying they shouldn't. They shouldn't win in any
I know
shape.
that, but then you also compared this to Cooper Flag when Cooper Flag was the first pick, and you would correlate Rookie of the Year first pick. I just don't think they have enough. I think if they get Luka and AR back, they're coming back against a Thunder team that's I think just gonna beat that ass.
Well, no, but here's the thing too. Hold on. Here's the thing too. This is what y'all forgot. Oh my gosh, hold on. I gotta do this take. This is where y'all forgot. Did y'all know Austin Reeves is back tonight? Okay. Also,
Okay, they're gonna win this
did you
series.
also-
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna win the series.
Okay,
But
for sure, 1000%. But did y'all also know that Luka Doncic is only 1 week away from coming back?
yeah, they're both coming back for this next series.
Okay. Luka Doncic brought the Mavs that have less than 20% of what the Lakers have now to the finals last
They
year.
ain't playing on Thunder
against
team though.
Celtics?
They ain't playing on
Yes,
Thunder.
they did.
Not this
They-
team.
they
This team
went-
different. This team
They
different.
went through the Timberwolves and the Thunder.
But this is a Thunder team post winning a championship, brother. It's a different team. You know that. You know that. You know that.
Shy is
Doncic, bro.
MVP,
And then you
like,
have Luka
nah.
Doncic with LeBron. LeBron, who's been to the finals 11 to 12 times. Luka, who just went to the finals by himself on the same team playing at the same time. Then you got Austin Reeves coming off. Dude, I'm just saying, don't be surprised if it ends up happening. Because
Okay.
we've all seen
So
crazier things
I think
happen in the last 5
that's
years.
fair enough. That we'll
Luka,
definitely be
though.
surprised. We're
Luka.
moving on though. We're moving on. All right. We will be surprised. That's guaranteed fact because we all said it's not happening. So if it happens, we'll all be surprised.
Yeah,
All right, moving on.
Shit.
It
So-
shouldn't happen, but it will.
So the obviously the Timberwolves up 3-2 against the Nuggets, and then obviously Detroit is gonna get smoked by Orlando, which is crazy. Cade Cunningham,
Winning right now.
Cunningham
Yeah,
is
the-
30 at
averaging-
Yeah, the Pistons are
he
going
is
through right now.
averaging 6.8.
He is
I would
doing
love to
terrible.
see him come
He's
back
doing terrible.
from a 3-1 underdog or 3-1 and come back and win. That would be pretty sick, but I doubt that's going to happen. If Orlando lets off the gas, that would be crazy. But we're moving on to because the LA Chargers or LA Chargers, LA Lakers. I ain't winning after they beat the Rockets. So, all right, moving on to the NHL playoffs. We got to shout out the Carolina Hurricanes for smoking
Go Canes, they're winning. I
Ottawa's
got to do a hard stop, Chase.
Senators, but 4-0, and then obviously Colorado Avalanche. Kind of curious to see how we rock and roll with that. Liv Muse had to do a hard stop. He had a lot to say about the NBA, but Lakers ain't making it. But we're on to the NHL playoffs, and I think my guess is the Canes are winning the Stanley Cup. I think it's the Hurricanes and the Colorado Avalanche in the Stanley Cup. That's my prediction, and then the Canes win. I don't know if you guys follow the NHL at all, but let's go Canes, and then we can move
Go
on
Canes.
to golf. So, like I said at the beginning of the show, you got the Cadillac Championship this weekend, the famous Blue Monster course, the Trump National course. Scotty Scheffler is right now the favorite. He's the best player on the field, pure talent and consistency wise. He's top 5, if not top 3, in nearly every course relevant category. That's pretty insane. And I think, obviously, I'm excited to watch that. We'll tune in and watch that. I'm playing there in the middle of May, so I'm looking forward to
What you
doing
shooting
that.
over there, Chase?
Yeah, what you
shooting on
shooting?
that course?
Yeah.
Let's see.
You don't say the driver first. First question is, are you getting a driver for you and I, and just go down
So,
with what's in the bag?
my dad offered to rent clubs, so he's gonna rent clubs. So I'm freaking with the rented clubs. So hopefully they're good. I'm sure gonna be great
They're
clubs.
gonna be
I
really-
hope they're gonna be great. I'm sure they're gonna be really nice clubs. So I'm gonna freaking smack it, and we're gonna get hella balls. We gotta get hella balls because I'm gonna lose so many. I'm gonna
How many,
freaking.
on average, how many balls do you think you lose playing 18?
It's funny you say that because I could go the front 9 and lose 2 balls. And then since I did that, I'm going in the back 9. I'm like, I got so many. I'm good. And then I lose like freaking 12
Right.
on the back 9. You know?
Dan, what about you?
So
How many balls do you think?
Dude, I bring 20 to the I go to the plate again. I get 20 balls. I'm lucky if I come out with 5. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
3 to 5 balls when I'm done. I'm not good at golf. I love playing it. I love being on the course. I love drinking with the boys. It's a great time. I'm just not good at it yet. It's just one of those things.
one of those things, man. And you can get. I'm not good at it. Dude. It's
Yeah.
so funny playing with Cam this weekend. I realized I'm like, this dude's been playing for a year. I'm like, and then Nigel's been playing for like a year or two, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm like trash. I've been playing for a while, and I have hand-me-down clubs still, so I'm not even taking it seriously. So it's like let's go Saturday.
Yeah, that's
morning.
it. That's
Let's
it.
get a tie time, tea
That's
time.
it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go Saturday morning. Let's get a tea time.
Let's do it.
And I get
Let's
like,
do it. Let's do it.
EKG tea time. Let's do it.
yeah,
I'm
I
with it.
bet.
I'm with
I'll
it.
find
I'm with it.
I'll find a tea time. We got to get we'll ask. I don't even know if Alan golfs. We can ask Adam, but I don't know if he's gonna be back. But we'll figure it out. And then obviously the Truist Championship, May 7th to 10 in Quail Hollow Club in Charlotte, North Carolina, 704. We should go for sure. Maybe even
Yeah,
Thursday or Friday. You know what I'm
Something good
saying?
time.
Saturday, Sunday, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? We should do it though. But I definitely want to do that. So we should, excuse my language, but go Kentucky Derby as well is happening this weekend. And the Puma are the favorites, leading as the top favorites in the highly competitive field. We got the Puma over the Renegade, and then Further Ado, I think is the horse's name. Commandment, and then So Happy, a Chief Wallaby in order. That's the favorites. And then Kenny Albert set an all-time national broadcast record for 1,545 games, passing legends like Dick Stockton with 1,544, and then Kevin Harlan 1,500, and then his dad, Kenny's dad, Marvin Albert 1,400. So it's crazy. That's a lot of freaking games. tune into the Derby, bet on that, and then also bet on the Cadillac Championship. Bet responsible. We are down to 3 of us, so I salute y'all. Let's get connected for a golf
Heck
tea
yeah.
time
Outing. Yeah.
Saturday morning. Yes, outing.
Heck
That's
yeah.
what I was looking for. We'll get that done. But tune in for next week when we recap, talk about bets because we're gonna win a lot of money. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.